As regards the statement on Nairobi Hospital, I would like to inform the House that I'm the one who stopped the AGM, which had been engineered to stage a coup in the hospital. I went to court and I obtained orders stopping it. Nairobi Hospital is not a private hospital per se. Nairobi Hospital, in its articles and memorandum of association, has the president as the patron. It has, if you go to section 5 of its memorandum of association, you cannot make an alteration to the articles of that hospital without the input of the Attorney General. Number 3, Nairobi Hospital is not a private hospital, it's not owned by anybody.
Correct.
It's under something almost like a trusteeship through the association.
Yes.
And the issues in Nairobi Hospital need a lot of attention because the public has invested a lot in that hospital. If you look at the letters of grant that were given in 1952, Nairobi Hospital sits on trust land. Doesn't own that land. It only nominally occupies it, and if it was to move out, it can only be, if the government wanted to take back that land, it will only be compensated for the buildings. Number 2, Nairobi Hospital gets a lot of grants from philanthropic bodies. Even Kenya's United Nations office here in Gigiri is there courtesy of Nairobi Hospital because that's a treatment center. The VVIP medical facility in this country is at Nairobi Hospital, where the president is treated, where President Moi died, President Kibaki died, and even when
The late Ruto Gachagua died in the year 2017. He left a will. That will is studied at the Kenya School of Law as the most advanced will ever done in the Republic of Kenya that has taken care of everybody.
So you can get a copy of it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
The late Gachagua left he wrote a will and gave his property to everybody. Not his wife or children alone. He gave his wife, 2 of them, and his children, 4 of them. He had other women in his life. He included them, 2 of them, and their children. He left a piece of his wealth to all his brothers and sisters, a total of 21 beneficiaries. He left a will and said all his properties should be sold and the proceeds distributed to the beneficiaries in a formula that he put down in his will. Some were getting 10%, others 5%, others 2%, others 3%. He left 3 executors: his lawyer, Joroge Regero, his longtime friend, Mwai Mathenge, and Rigathi Gachagua, his brother, as executors, with instructions to sell all his properties, pay his death, and the balance distribute to the 21.
All right, hello there, people of the internet. My name is Ruto Jegero, and this is Political Headache. You have had Okia Omtata speaking about the issue of Nairobi Hospital. That is basically the political heat that we are going to be measuring today. But that is not the main issue that we are having. President William Ruto is once again at the center of Gachagua's life, having partnered with him before 2022 elections and took over the presidency with him by his side. He later kicked him out by way of impeachment. But now it appears that something is going on. So tonight we're looking at the estate, all right? We're looking at the estate of the late Ruto Gachagua, the first governor of Nyeri, and the brother to Rigathi Gachagua, and the fight now surrounding the wealth said to be worth about 2 billion Kenya shillings. When he died in February 2017 in London at the age of 65, he left behind a will that appeared, Mr. Adrian, unusually detailed. It provided for more than 20 beneficiaries, capped individual shares at 10%, set aside 10% each for his 4 children, 5% each for his 2 wives, and included other relatives, including children born outside of marriage. The estate included about 200 million in bank accounts, commercial properties such as Olive Garden Hotel, Vipingo Beach Resort, Queensgate Serviced Apartments, and several plots of land and luxury vehicles. At the time, that will was seen as orderly and deliberate. But in March 2026, the dispute returned in a much bigger way. Now, members of the family petitioned President William Samoei Ruto, claiming they had been disinherited. That the will used in court was marked draft last will and testament, and that key assets had been irregularly transferred. They also questioned whether Ruto was in any condition to understand or even sign such a document in his final days. Now, Rigathi Gachagua, who was one of the executors, says the matter was settled in court in 2018, that beneficiaries consented, that probate was granted, and that the estate was distributed. So this is now the real question. Are we looking at a settled succession case being revived for political reasons, or a 1 billion shilling estate that was controlled through power? Are we having sound? Yes, having sound, very good. So
what about my sound?
Yeah. Are we looking at the settled succession case being revived for political reasons, or a 1 billion shillings estate that was controlled through power, fear, and manipulation, Mr. Adrian? And that is why this story matters. Because I don't think it is just about inheritance. It's about money, family, law, politics colliding around one of the most powerful names in the country. Today in the evening, in the studio, we have Adrian Oluwach, a lawyer, who is taught on how will should be written, perhaps, or how it should read. So, Mr. Adrian, how are you doing?
Doing great. What about you?
I can be better, my brother.
Why just be better?
There is always, what is the word? There is always space for improve to improve.
Okay.
For lack of a better word. Yeah. The Auditor General's Office has flagged the Policyholders Compensation Fund (PSF) for collecting 1.3 billion levies and penalties from insurance companies without using the e-citizen platform in breach of government's staff. So we are continuing with with a lot of things going on. Yeah. The latest audit report on the institution, which is charged with compensating customers when insurance companies become insolvent, shows it bypassed the platform in the ended year of 2025 when it collected 1.33 billion in levies and 25 million penalty from insurers. So e-citizen is still having a problem. In other news, people of the internet, we are having there is 76 acres of land that is being forfeited by KWS
to relocate the orphanage.
Yeah,
I believe that is what I've heard today.
Bomas project. I saw Mr. What is his name, Fanamambo, claiming that is another land grab. I'm not sure. I don't know whether I agree whether it's a land grab or.
Why would you not agree that it is not a land grab?
Is it? The Kenya Wildlife plans to hive off 76 acres from the Nairobi National Park as part of the 41 billion Bomas of Kenya expansion project and relocation of 62-year-old animal orphanage. Do you think they're trying to play hide and seek?
Definitely, for sure. Because 76 acres, it's being taken away from the national park, right?
Definitely, that one is. There has to be some contention because why are we relocating into that particular park? What is the justification? And there has been certain concerns by many citizens about a plan. We had even a tool stating that at one point or another, we would have to get rid of the Nairobi National Park.
Yeah.
It's becoming more of a reality, and as soon as possible than most of us imagine. 76 acres of national park land. And 76 acres is a lot of land for a very small national park like Nairobi National Park. Nairobi National Park is not as huge as most people think.
Yeah.
So 76 acres of land is very, very significant. I don't know why we are locating the orphanage. I believe it's the one that is in Langata. You know it. Why are we relocating it there, out of there?
Yeah, but we need the Bomas of Kenya.
Why? The Bomas of Kenya already has enough land.
Does it?
Particularly with the project that they've started instituting at this point. The conference center has been built, accommodation centers. Why are we also taking part of that orphanage away?
Yeah.
At Langata.
Yeah, the 62-year-old animal orphanage. The National Environmental Management Authority, NEMA, issued a license on December 3rd, 2025, allowing KWS to convert 31 hectares, which is 76 acres, of land currently occupied by indigenous trees. Against protest by conservationists, the KWS has started clearing the trees to start construction, which will include a connection bridge to the 41 billion Bomas International Convention Center, which is facing its own queries related to alleged illegal procurement before the National Assembly. So, but where is the law that says that we cannot do this? What are they asking about your mic? Just come and fix it. Just come and fix it. But you need to tell us this thing very fast, Bwana. We can't have this problem with sound again. These people will arrest them.
Mic check, 1, 2.
But the lawyer is also always tinkering with this thing too much. Do we have the sound?
Is the sound okay? Kindly confirm
Is the sound
for me.
okay, brother? Yeah. Is the sound okay?
Let him
Can you
confirm
see?
the sound for me. It's okay.
Yeah, but we cannot afford the sound to get lost, brothers and sisters.
Like the other day, I talked for about 20 minutes with no sound.
But
total.
But really?
Yes. I was trying to clip most of the footages on YouTube. There was no sound.
Yeah. But yesterday we had sound throughout the
other day was perfect because there was the other Shure mic. Then it disappeared. This mic has got to have a problem. Does it disconnect a little bit?
I don't want the idea. But why do you keep holding it there?
I don't hold it here. I hold it here, in fact. It's not my problem. If we did not have a problem yesterday, then we shouldn't be having it today.
Okay, because...
But I think let's have someone listening on it on YouTube.
We need you to be there. And in case there is a problem, you tell us
immediately.
Because we don't want this idea of... You can't make us look like K24. Or
KBC. Kenya's #1 broadcasting channel.
It's not okay, yeah? People made noise already. Let me...
Bunga.
Mister, let's invite some people. Is mic is okay? Please let's just talk so that we know if your mic is okay.
For sure. I believe right now
people
it's
of the internet, please tell us if his mic is okay. Jagero, how are you today? I'm the first one here. Nimeweka BD from watching you offline to catching you live. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. Kevin Owaga is saying, hello, Jagero, watching from County 48, Doha, Qatar. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. Good evening, people of the internet, still watching from Nakuru, Kenya. Thank you very much, people of Nakuru. I hope that Nakuru is well and doing fine. Ms. Kadosh is here in the building. Good evening, Jagero, and other people of the internet present. Gadosh, thank you very much. We have Irene Mutegi saying, today I am tuned and politically edic before Jagero. All right, Mwanachizi, I don't know what this name is. Yes. Are you okay?
The sound is not okay. It's okay. Yeah, that is the problem. You know, in fact, this sound is not that it disappears at once. At one point...
No, you cannot tell us it goes our apple. The people of the...
No, leave this one alone. Someone who's watching from outside. I think it's always perfect. It's always perfect here.
Tonga, he's saying, let him talk only.
But Jagero, you have very ridiculous commenters. You know, yesterday, me and Simiyu, actually, as we have this chit chat, you can confirm the mic. Yesterday, I was trying to be very serious listening at Simiyu. Then I just read one comment. Jagero, only government official. And you know, I looked at Simiyu, and Simiyu was also reading the comment. And he said, Jagero, can we wait, please? These commenters of yours are not serious.
You are out of order, Jagero. You're out of order. Your volume is work in progress. Please invest in a mic or use Kasongo's bribes. This mic for people to understand, this mic is actually $450. That's like 60,000.
Yeah, sure is very. Yes. This is Rode. Rode is very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. And I just bought it the other day. So it is not that we don't have a mic. We just the lawyer is holding it.
No. I think it's
mic is okay. It is fine.
If it's okay. Hey, those commenters are weird.
Jagero has a very good lapel.
Yesterday they asked if you are a government official. And they asked me, why do you have an iPad today?
They also asked him what he's drinking.
I was laughing
at those comments. They also asked him what he's drinking. So leave the mic alone. Sasa huyu Crispin anasema sema tuchange. I give them a till number. Nobody sent any money. They're watching 1,000 of them, but nobody sent us
the
any money.
till is always there.
I mean, surely people
support your favorite creator.
Do I need to read my number? There are so many rich women that are on this podcast every day.
We have about...
mimi siwezi kuwa fuckboy.
In fact, after 2 hours, we always have about 4,000 viewers in most of our lives. Kila mtu atoe 100 shillings.
Yeah, we can't see the lawyer. He's there.
That's about 60,000.
The lawyer is there. So anyway, I was reading for you. I was reading. Let's go back to the issue. Please keep managing sound. Sound has been perfect for the last week.
Okay, they'll just keep looking at it outside.
Yeah, it has been really perfect. Yesterday we had no problem with sound.
It was good. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. So I wonder why they decided to give us.
But where are the other microphones? The one for sure.
They just didn't put them up.
I wanted the ones for sure.
The ones for sure are very good. By the way.
Very good. Yeah. I don't think they have a problem with the toggling and all.
Okay, so there is a lot of protest, by the way, against the conservationalists, and the QS has started clearing the trees. But you see, so Fanyamambo is saying that they take the 76 acres of land, then give, let's say, 40 to the work that they're supposed to do, and then take the other for themselves. That is what Fanyamambo is doing. I'm not sure whether that is true.
I think that might be true in a way, but I think the plot of the land is they first of all start with the justification that they need land for public use, but they need a justification to take away the land from, whenever you have land under conservation or maybe from a forest, it is very difficult to take that particular land. Very difficult for you to wake up one day and say, we need 100 acres of Tsavo constituency.
Yeah.
According to environmental law, it becomes very legally technical. So that is the first point. In fact, you can see immediately they made that proposal of having 76 acres away from the national park. There are already hundreds of NGOs right now already filing for petitions to have that stopped. You cannot just wake up one day and take conservation land away from the people. There is a certain legal, let's say, a legal shield that our law puts behind most of this special kind of land. So one thing they want to justify that they want to take this land for development of Boma, but they're telling you it's still public land, right?
Yeah.
Boma International. But the problem is that one day, most of these things that we say are public land might still be sold to private investors.
Yeah.
Specifically even Boma itself.
Yeah.
So what we are having is a shift of most public land being transferred into private hands under the disguise of public-private partnership. Because since when did we imagine about taking the national park of Nairobi?
Because they give an account of what they think this is about. KWS wishes to clarify that the claims by Friends of Nairobi National Park alleging that the upland forest in Nairobi National Park is being destroyed are misleading, unfounded, and inflammatory. The relocation and the upgrade of Nairobi Animal Orphanage is a carefully planned, lawful, and forward-looking initiative aimed at enhancing wildlife conservation, education, and visitor experience. So according to the service, the move is intended to provide larger, more natural enclosures and a modern wildlife hospital with surgical capabilities. Furthermore, the service maintains that the new facility will improve visitor flow, create over 500 direct jobs for young Kenyans, and allow the existing site to be restored and rewilded. Friends of Nairobi National Park, an environmental lobby, argues that by moving the animals, the government has created legal Trojan horse to bypass conservation laws and turn a national heritage into a commercial annex.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is the issue that is going on there.
Yes.
Do you care so much about animals?
I do. And Jagero,
How are animals
it is not about caring about animals.
Mi naonanga tu hizi mambo ya animals vitu ya wazungu.
Jagero, it is about extinction. Extinction is one of the most dangerous things that we can have in our world. We do not want to end up 100 years from now.
Yeah.
And people tell us a story about an animal called an elephant that existed 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Just because we decided to kill all the elephants because we don't care about animals. That is the problem why we always emphasize on protection of wildlife or specific ecosystems, such as natural forests. There are certain indigenous plants, indigenous trees, indigenous animals, indigenous insects that we must make sure that we are still having these particular animals thousands of years to come. Because we have a lot of animals that have faced extinction, like the white rhino. I believe we are having about one left right now here in Kenya. So that is what we are protecting, Jagero. Don't wake up and say you do not care about animals because you don't eat them. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Most of these animals and forests, they represent the history of evolution of the world itself. The evolution of mankind and a representation of the diverse system of the earth.
Yeah.
That is why we have the biggest justification to protect most of these ecosystems.
Yeah. For us Africans, we just think that hizi vitu za CG conservation.
No.
Hizi vitu ni vitu za wazungu. Do you remember when Nyong'o's daughter, Lupita Nyong'o, came here and she said that she's going to take care of elephants? The people of Kisumu were so pissed off. In fact, they say that Lupita ni mkono kama baba yake. And anakuja hapa anatuambia ati anaenda kulisha the elephant. Elephant ni nini sasa?
I know. But that is the justification. We have to protect them. Humans may not be extinct in a few years to come, but these elephants will be extinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk Sifuna and Co are going to to Mombasa tomorrow.
Yes.
What do you think about it?
Sifuna and Babu are going to Mombasa. What is the main message they want to put out in Mombasa, number one? Is it still about ODM, Mr. Jagero?
It is very tiring to speak about.
It is.
It is very tiring to speak about Sifuna and
ODM.
And Abi Zwena is my friend. I think I need to have a serious sit down.
You
with
need to
Abi
have
Zwena.
in fact, the only direction, right? The only direction now that we are done. In fact, Sifuna and Babu should make the decision that ODM have already conducted a lawful special national delegation conference to elect the leaders. The court itself has refused to reinstate Sifuna as the legitimate Secretary General of ODM. That is already sealed. In fact, we do not want again to participate in those theatrics, as I keep on saying. In fact, the reason why we have been always discussing about ODM for the past 5 podcast sessions is because every day Sifuna is waking up telling us that he's the Secretary General of ODM. Every day Babu is waking up to tell us that the other side is illegitimate. No. The message that should come out of Mombasa is how we are now going to step forward away from ODM. They should tell us that these people wameamua kuuza chama kabisa, wameamua kwamba Oburu sasa ndio the party leader. This is our new party. This is our new structure. That should be the main message for the Mombasa rally. But if they go to the rally again and they still talk about the NDC that was held by ODM, it becomes now a sense of trivial indulgence with the other side that does not really help young people towards a direction of changing power in 2027. That is my biggest problem. So the Mombasa one, and now it has become tiring, Jagero. If you see it, it's now become tiring. It's no longer captivating for Sifuna to wake up and say that I am the Secretary General of ODM. Why are you still holding on to this particular party? It has become tiring for them to put up that fight. People are no longer interested in that. So we need a new structure. And I say this, that the thing that indicates maybe these two leaders might be fooling us is that they don't want to be clear on having a new party structure. Or maybe they're not even as confident in themselves as we are confident in them. We might be saying that Sifuna can become a president.
You used to be very,
but
Sifuna, to be a serious ardent follower of Sifuna.
I'm still an ardent follower
you became a Luo and went back to ODM.
No. I'm not even a party member of ODM. That is the problem. I haven't even been a party member of ODM. The first time I had my ID was in 2022. I haven't been a member of ODM ever since.
Yeah.
It is just a party that
Are you planning to join a party?
I'm planning to join a party, and I might even be planning to vie in 2027.
Okay.
If I start vying, I'll not be coming to the podcast. I'll be busy.
Coming to my podcast. So
Yes.
you are are you claiming that this is a privilege?
No. This is a privilege to always be Jagero, but
this is not a place for idling, my friend. So the question is then, which party are you going to? And this I'm talking to you as agency. People of the internet, we are going to get into Gachagua's issue. We are still dealing with the political.
in fact, we'll get very detailed into it.
Very detailed into it. And,
Yes.
I want to read some of the things that people are saying. Jagero, you cannot be a band 10. You're no longer fit to be a band 10. It's fine. Just give me a mic. I will forget about being a band 10. Jagero, you don't care about animals. No. I'm not saying that I don't care about animals. But anyway, I'm just inviting you guys. I'm still sticking at Jagero that somebody's saying something there that I don't understand. Is that Jagero need animals for energy flow through the ecosystem. Martha is saying there is something called ecosystem balance that is maintained by diversity of flora and fauna. You upset that balance and you get yourself up for problems. Joakim ameenda site visit. Fundi leo lazima lipwe. Where is Odhiambo? Odhiambo is still in Kampala at the Makerere University giving us a speech on propaganda and how to win, how governments win the people. That's what he's doing. Somebody saying Jonette is out, and so on and so forth. People of the internet, you can tell us what you think about the Sifuna issue and what you want them to do going forward. Because people are getting tired of the talk of ODM and every day. I think it would be very refreshing if we could be talking about a new party, new
Exactly,
menu,
very
new
refreshing.
things. You know, that would be very refreshing.
In fact, there's a comment here of someone who's saying, personally, that is Eva Otieno 1199. Personally, I'm tired of TB Mtialala, and kwa maombi yenu nasimama kama Secretary General wa chama cha ODM. Sifuna keeps saying that. You see, people are also tired.
But Lloyd is saying that yesterday
particular.
they laid out their plan. They will have a presidential candidate on Azimio and will not work with UDA.
On which Azimio? Azimio is in a pact with ODM. Azimio is not in a pact with Linda Mwananchi. Azimio contains parties such as Wiper, parties such as ODM, parties Jubilee itself. These are parties that are not allied. Remember, first of all, the reason why is it that we have not surrounded ourselves with Kalonzo? Why not Jubilee? Why is it that we have sided with Linda Mwananchi? It is because part of Gen Z's manifesto towards, reforms, political reforms in Kenya, is that they need to get rid of these old political groups such as Kalonzo, Matiang'i, Martha Karua, all these people. That is why people are standard on trying to align with Sifuna and Babu. So you are telling people again that under Azimio, which contains most of these crooks that we do not want in government and they'll not bring any change, you are telling people that Linda Mwananchi is still going to have a presidential candidate under Azimio.
Yeah.
That is something that we do not want. And I hate the fact that most people are saying that for Linda Mwananchi to be successful, you need to have a coalition with
there is a lady here.
DCP, you need to have a coalition
and I hope
with
that she can tell us her
ODM.
I wish she could tell us her age. Christy is saying that at least someone has said it. I registered as a voter because of Sifuna, but I'm tired of listening to the same song, ODM and Ruto. Nowadays, I skip Sifuna's speech. That is serious.
That is serious.
I skip Sifuna's speech because I don't expect any new statement.
That is why I also never, in fact, while we were coming here, I never paid attention to what is going on in Ufungamano. Because I know the discussion were going to be about ODM and how we want ODM and how this is the legitimate NDC. But that is not what I wanted with Linda Mwananchi. I did not want those discussions, and it is becoming very trivial and very useless when it comes to what we stand for as young people. That is why even that rally of Mombasa, if Sifuna keeps on dragging this issue that I'm the Secretary General of ODM, we need to reclaim ODM together with Babu, they are going to lose that particular support that they are having. They should, as immediate as possible, whether it's even, having a structure is as simple as buying a party that is available.
But and it is very interesting that everybody here on this comment today is not bashing us about Sifuna, because they are all saying that Sifuna must step up, otherwise he will left out as soon as Ruth left their faction. He should be bold and start a new party but whining about losing his position as SG. Martha is saying they should form a third option. Sifuna is just a conman with good English. I don't think so, brother. Actually, it's a bit too harsh. Mr. Derek Njoroge is saying, personally, I'm fed up with Sifuna that SG slogan is extremely tiresome. Hot air. Sifuna and the Babu should form their own party. I am tired of waiting. They should be bold enough. Christy is saying I'm 28. That's a Gen Z, right?
That's a Gen Z, definitely.
That's a Gen Z. That's teetering. 97, 98.
Those were the first Gen Zs. Those were the first Gen Zs.
I don't support them going with Azimio because Huko, they will have Kalonzo as the presidential candidate. Then sure. Sifuna will go back to Senate. Just boring. Sifuna needs to make up his mind and move. Kelvin Wanyonyi is saying, Sifuna. He should let go of the X. Emotions are only useful if they are directed towards a particular cause. Pick up a matter that is very dear to the people, e.g. economic, revolution. Then Mother is saying, don't be fooled that young people can go it alone. Intergenerational leadership with reforms would be the best. All right? Ida Barak is saying, yes, Sifuna should step aside if he is going to talk about ODM. There is a guy who is old here and he's really taken offense at you talking about old crooks. I mean, but tell me, as a Gen Z, by the way, what is your plan? as a Gen Z? Tell me, when you sit around and smoking weed and talking to girls, what is it that you guys are talking about?
Yes,
apart from
I don't smoke weed, but I talk to girls.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the plan? What is the solid plan?
The plan for Gen Z is number one. Start from their mind, how they think.
Okay.
First of all, Gen Zs embody a certain idealism,
Okay.
which is great. An idealism that, one, we are going to have a massive change in the political system that we are having in Kenya.
Okay.
Or a massive political reforms. And part of this idealism or envisioning of Kenya is that for us to achieve that, we have to get rid of these old political crooks. We are talking about Kalonzo, we are talking about Gachagua, we are talking about Ruto, we are talking about Governor Wanga, all this group of people. There is a way that Gen Zs have sat down and felt like we have studied and known that these people are not going to bring any change to the Kenyans. So part of it is they want a new face of leadership. That is number one. So they are looking forward to a young group of people like Sifuna, Babu, and all these young thugs to take over the leadership of Kenya. And part of this idealism is that anyone can become the president of Kenya. Are you getting it? Anybody.
Repeat it for me. I was distracted.
Part of the idealism is that anyone can become the president of Kenya. That is what Gen Zs in Kenya believe.
Okay.
They don't believe that you have to have a political history of occupying positions like Kalonzo being the former vice president, or the history of you having the necessary resources for you to become president. They believe that anyone with the support of the people can become president. So that is what Gen Zs are looking forward to. And in fact, that is the only thing that gets them going. For quite some time, ever since the 2024 protest, when have you seen Gen Zs get together again for, let's say, a rally or voter registration? It has been these 2 months.
Yeah.
Why is it so? It's because they got an alternative away from these people that is called Linda Mwananchi.
Yeah.
And it has given them a sense of identity again. So you need to ask yourself, why is it that they did not go to DCP? DCP has been making noise for about 1 year.
Yeah.
It has had all the resources. It has had a figurative leader like Rigathi Gachagua. But they have not stick to that particular party. They have immediately sought support for this Linda Mwananchi. So, Jagero, that is what we are looking at with young people. The demographic of Gen Zs like me, 21, 22.
There are lots of people that are saying that you guys are not Amko Kadi.
Kadi in terms of registration?
Yes.
Who said that Gen Zs don't have votes? Part of the manipulation that is being done by this government is to make people believe that Gen Zs don't have vote.
Yeah.
So that in 2027, when they rig elections...
I'm trying to call Zwena. If she's going to pick up.
She's going to pick up.
She's she?
She will.
Let's hear. Zwena? Hello? I can't hear her. Hello? I can't hear her.
Recall her.
I'm trying to call Zwena, but she's not picking.
Hello.
Zwena?
Yes.
People are killing me because of you on the internet.
Why?
You are here with Adrian.
You are here with Adrian, the Gen Z.
Okay. Hi, Adrian. How are you?
How are you, Abi?
I'm very fine.
We are having a problem here.
What problem?
We are having people like us who are ardent supporters of Babu and Sifuna
Yes,
because they stand with the ideology of young people.
By the way, you are live on air.
Jagero, surely you can't do this to me. You were supposed to say that statement before.
No, you are a politician.
But we can hujasema kitu kama utaki tunazima.
So we are the ardent supporters of Sifuna and Babu. But the problem, people are getting tired of these theatrics of trying to take back ODM.
Yeah.
People are tired of the discussion of Sifuna coming up on stage again and talking about, I'm the Secretary General of ODM. Babu is also talking about, I want to be the party leader of ODM. So people are complaining that we were supporting you because you had a new ideology for Kenya, but you're taking us to an old party.
Adrian.
Yes.
Calm down first. The NDC happened yesterday.
Yes.
Has any of these two leaders made those pronouncements that you want to accuse them of again? Can you wait and see what direction they'll give you tomorrow in the Tononoka declaration first?
In fact, that is what we've been talking with Jagero.
Yes.
But listen.
In fact, we have
No. Listen,
Abby.
Jagero and Adrian.
Okay.
A little bit,
Yes. Go
One thing
ahead.
you have to remember, these are sons of Raila Amolo Odinga. It would have been very ingenuine of them to just up and leave ODM like that. Right?
That's a
But
good
what
point.
happened yesterday? Yes, they couldn't have just left like that. Please remember they have a great following of ODM, life members. And an injustice to those people and followers to just up and leave. And so this...
You are cracking. Abby's winner.
Hello.
Something happened.
Did you call her on WhatsApp?
No, I called her on normal phone.
communicate to you.
Yeah, you keep breaking. Ebu sema vizuri. Are you at a good place?
We have lost her.
We wait.
Okay.
Hear what they will say tomorrow. Then we can have this call.
Abizona, I keep losing you.
Because during the People's Dialogue Forum at Uhuru Park this year,
Okay.
I used to feel like that. I used to feel, no, these people should up and go. I entered the tent of ODM. I found them talking, and those guys that were tent ya ODM walikuwa nasema aki Sifuna akitoka tutadai. That is when it hit me. There's this other following of these two leaders that I don't see because, for example, me, I'm not that diehard of ODM. As much as I was a diehard of Baba, I was just a diehard of Baba, and I'm a diehard of Sifuna and Babu, but not ODM. But me listening to these ODM members in this tent saying they will...
Oh my God! I wish we could
Made
listen.
me real.
We keep losing you. I don't know why.
I am inside SGR Jagero. I had to pick your call. I don't have
That's the
network.
reason.
Oh, okay. But just try.
Yeah, so please let us remember there is this other following of people that needs to be handled with care. Yes, as much as also us, we are demanding that these people give us some simamo. Let us also remember there are these other people that needs to be handled with care. And that process must happen gradually like that. You can't leave your first wife, Jagero and Adrian, like that. Just because you have gotten a Kamanyangarika fine babe, a Gen Z babe, katia inyo.
Unaacha kwani iko nini?
Unaenda kwa wazee, unawaambia unajua ni kwa sababu hii, alinifanyia hii.
How excited? How? Let me read for you some of the comments that people are saying live.
Yes.
Jagero, you remember in the day Sifuna was kicked from ODMSG, I told you and Odiamo that Sifuna craze won't last 2 months. All right? Those are, and then just listen to them, yeah?
Yeah.
One is saying that let me hear. Sifuna, he should let go of the X. Emotions are only useful if they are directed towards a particular case. That is Mr. Kelvin Wanyonyi speaking. Derek is saying, personally, I'm fed up with Sifuna. That SG slogan is extremely tiresome. Sifuna should wake up. So, how excited should we be about tomorrow?
You should be very excited. I know all eyes are going to be there because this is the first meeting and pronouncement that these leaders will be making after what happened yesterday.
Okay.
So I just, I hear what people are saying, but I think if you're a follower of Sifuna and Babu and any other leader, you should always, even as much as we engage them and you give them feedback, you must truly trust on the leadership you have decided to align and know that they are thinking of the best and looking at all the angles of every conversation. And so I feel tomorrow there's going to be a sense of direction that is going to be given. And I feel that it's going to change, a lot of things that we have been speculating, talking about, discussing, And I think there's going to be a lot of clarity tomorrow. 28-year-old Lois Baraza is saying, Abby, we will support them from anywhere, but they need to leave ODM. We want to send Ruto with ODM home. Yes.
But them hanging on, confusing us, and this charm we have, itaenda elsewhere. Then mwingine akasema we don't have time. Yes. Alafu Ana amesema nimesikia huyo mrembo Jagero roho yangu imerudi.
Hapo sawa.
Haya, have a safe trip.
Thank you so much.
She will come explain it to us on the podcast.
mashimo. So
Very good. Thank you very much.
Asante. Have a good one. And let's talk after tomorrow and see what will happen.
Yeah. Okay, so people of the internet, that we got we got Abby on the phone. That was good. At least they are saying that something is going on. We need to go back to our main issue.
Yeah.
Right now, I think people of the internet are now properly briefed on the things that are going on. Yeah, the political and legal history of Nyeri County, and by extension the Republic of Kenya, is profoundly escalated in the life, administration, and post-thalamus legal matters surrounding James Nderitu Gachagua. James Nderitu Gachagua, his tenure is okay?
We're good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Why are you agitated?
No, this is another. No, my phone is going off. Don't worry.
Oh, your phone is going off. We will charge it for you. Don't worry.
For sure.
Yeah. Even if that girlfriend doesn't find you on phone, kwani iko nini? His Nderitu's tenure, which began with the advent of devolution in 2013, was marked by a radical attempt to restructure the agricultural economy of Mount Kenya region. Okay? So, what began as a widely praised testamentary model of inclusivity and transparency in 2018 was by 2026 transformed into a contentious national dispute. Okay? So, and then there is the 2017 will.
Yes.
Nderitu Gachagua passed away, as everybody knows, on the 24th, 2017 at the age of 64, while undergoing treatment for pancreatic cancer at the Royal Marsden Hospital in London. At the time of his demise, he had constructed a significant financial empire with an estate valued at approximately 2 billion Kenya shillings. The management of this wealth was codified in a meticulously detailed will that sought to provide for a large, modern, polygamous family while simultaneously insulating the estate from the protracted litigation that frequently characterizes the succession of prominent Kenyan figures. Okay? So, the core of the will strategy was the liquidation of commercial assets rather than their direct partition.
Yeah.
Gachagua directed the executors of this will, his brother Rigathi Gachagua, to sell the bulk of his properties. And I think this is where a lot of people are having a problem, right? The administrative choice reflected a sophisticated understanding of the difficulties inherent in managing shared commercial interest among diverse group of heirs with potentially conflicting priorities. Okay, so we had cash reserves in bank accounts totaling to 200 million. Okay, then we had outstanding receivables owed by Mr. Wahome at 13 million. We had commercial property, the Olive Garden Hotel, Nairobi, targeted for liquidation. Commercial property, Vipingo Beach Resort, targeted for liquidation. We had a commercial property, Queen's Gate Serviced Apartments, Nairobi, targeted for liquidation. This means sale. Liquidation meaning sale.
Meaning sale and conversion into cash.
Yeah.
Liquid itself.
Okay. Land holdings, there was one in Karen, there was one in Vipingo Beach, there is one in Kiagwasi. That were various plots. Then there were motor vehicles, many of them. There was a Mercedes-Benz, there was a Range Rover, there was a BMW, there is a Audi Q7, etc. 8 state-of-the-art vehicles. Now, the distribution formula was uniquely granular, ensuring that no single individual exerted loom move that was interpreted as a mechanism to foster collective stability and prevent the concentration of wealth in a single branch of the family. Now, he had 4 children, obviously, Mr. Kenneth Gachagua, Jason Gachagua, Susan Kirigo, and Mercy Wanja, which they received a maximum 10% share each. Effectively securing 40% of the estate's liquidated value for his immediate offspring. Now, beyond his immediate household, the will was notable for its broad recognition of the extended Gachagua family. Now, his 2 wives, Margaret Nyokabi and Margaret Wathiegeni, were bequeathed 5% each of the liquidated proceeds, in addition to specific residential properties. The inclusivity of the document extended to children born out of wedlock, with Aston Gachagua receiving 4% share and Jason Kariuki receiving 3%. Okay, this public acknowledgement was viewed as a radical departure from the traditional secrecy often surrounding the estates of the Kenyan elite. Okay, so that is what happened. So I want to go back to you as a lawyer and ask you the question, what is a will? How should a will be put to
property on how particular properties owned to him should be distributed to certain beneficiaries.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is that it is the final and settled wish of this particular owner of these properties or assets. So first of all, the wills are guided by the Law of Succession Act.
Yeah, people of the internet are talking about network, that there is a problem with network. I'm also seeing it, but I'm hoping that it's going to be better.
Yeah, our network going live. I bet they're fixing that one, but my sound is great.
Yeah.
So a will must be, there are certain provisions that are given. First of all, a will being a final and settled wishes of the person owning the property, there are certain requirements that needs to be done under law. Number one, it needs to be the voluntary wish of the beneficiary, not coerced or not induced by any particular person to make that wish. And also the person who's making the particular wish must have the legal capacity, such as he's not sick, he's not ill, he's not mentally incapacitated to write that particular will. So those are some of the maybe general important requirements that are needed for you to draft this particular will. I hope we are good.
Yes, we are good. I just want to give
we are good with the live?
Yes, the live is good. The live is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe
Watu walikuwa wanasema network lakini naona imerudi na kusikia vizuri.
Network imerudi.
Yeah.
So, in fact, part of those requirements is what brings us today here with this legal issue of Ndiritu's estate. One of the ways of contesting a wills is particularly under Section 7 of the Law of Succession Act, which provides an exception on how you can contest a will after the grant of probate letters and also the distribution of estate. Meaning the will has already been, grant of letters are out, and also the estate has already been distributed.
Okay.
The exception for this is something that we call forgery.
Okay.
So forgery renders the will void ab initio. It is void under law and should not be used in the distribution of estate. That is what particularly Section 7 of the Law of Succession provides. In fact, it explicitly says that a will or any part of a will, the making of which has been caused by fraud or coercion or by such importunity as takes away the free agency of the testator or has been induced by mistake, such will is void under Section 7.
Yeah.
So that is the major contention.
Can you break that down that Greek into English?
So what this particular Section 7 of the Law of Succession Act is providing is that, number one, if the will is by fraud,
okay,
whereby the will maybe is written by another individual, it was not written by the testator himself, it was signed by another individual, or the testator was maybe even forced.
What's the testator?
The testator is the person who's making the will, the maker of the will.
Okay.
In fact, let me not use those legal terminologies. The maker of the will,
yeah,
by fraud. Another thing is coercion, whereby we have beneficiaries. We have had certain instances whereby people put a panga on the neck of the maker of the will and they tell him, draft this will, I want to be part of this will. The law considers that as coercion under Section 7 of the Law of Succession Act. Apart from coercion is any importunity that takes away the free agency of the maker of the will. What do we mean by this? We mean that by the lack of legal capacity by the maker of the will. One of the instances in this particular case is illness.
Okay.
If the person is so ill not to be able to comprehend the particulars of a will, if the person is mentally ill not to be able to comprehend the maker of a will, such kind of a will is deemed as void under Section 7. So that is what Section 7 explicitly provides.
Yeah.
So if you contend that in court, court will have to look at the specific evidence and factors relating to this.
Okay.
So it will examine the capacity of the execution, medical records, what was this person suffering at this time, What do the witness say about this particular witness, this particular maker of the will? So the court accesses these particular factors so that it can arrive at a decision that this will was void.
Yeah, so people of the internet might be very interested in knowing, okay, how do I write a will? So do I call a lawyer? Do I write it in my study? Do I write it on my phone? After writing it, just give me a process of how do you advise people to put together wills?
You would always advise people, number one, to have a will written by a lawyer.
Okay.
That is number one.
Why?
The importance of having a lawyer write you a will is the reason why the Ritu's estate was successfully, without any hindrance, written so well that it is acclaimed to be one of the best wills that we've ever had in Kenya.
I was trying to look for it, by the way. I couldn't find it.
There is a copy. In fact, even Gachagua stated online that there is a copy of the will that is available online because it has been used as a case study. Because in fact, the reason why we say that the will of Ruto Gachagua is one of the best. Reason number one was the issue of inclusivity in a very complex family structure. Ruto had 2 wives with over 4 children.
Okay.
Ruto also had 2 baby mamas. And Ruto also had about 20 other beneficiaries who are his brothers, his sisters, and also I think the uncles were also there. So number one, that will was crafted well with a lawyer. That is why I tell you, get a lawyer. Number one, to include all this complex family structure. Number two, that will was meant to minimize dispute. So there were clear instructions that were supposed to be providing for liquidation of assets, debt settlement, and also proportionate distribution of this estate based on percentages. In fact, one of the best additions to Ndiritu's will was a no contest clause.
Okay.
You know what that means, Jegero?
A no contest clause.
It meant that any beneficiary who is in the will, who decided to challenge the will after Ndiritu has died in court, that person would automatically forfeit the entire inheritance. Which meant that if you forfeit, which meant that if I was Adrian Oluoch, who was part of Ndiritu's will, and the will explicitly provided that I need to have 5% of this will, then I contest the will in court saying that maybe I need more, or maybe even the will is not fair to me. Automatically, by the wishes of the testator, I automatically forfeit my inheritance from him, which means I don't get anything from that will.
That is very interesting. That is very interesting because these guys are actually coming out and talking about this after the fact.
Absolutely.
After everything has been sold, everybody has their share. Then they come now back and there is something also that you said that is very interesting that has been captured by the Nation newspaper. On Friday, a letter written to President William Ruto by 5 of Ndiritu's relatives emerged. The letter requests the executive's intervention to win back some of his properties. When the will was signed, the 5 wrote Ndiritu was seriously ill. And this is what they say, verbatim: his condition had catastrophically deteriorated to the extent that he was unable to see, let alone write or comprehend any legal document. The letter said. The document was signed by Margaret Nyokabi, who I believe is Gachagua's daughter, Gachagua Ndiritu, Susan Kirigo, who is also the group spokesperson, Mercy Wanjira, Jason Karaoke, and Ken Gachagua. They say, Your Excellency, with humility, our family specifically prays for institution of an independent and impartial investigation, return of all irregularly transferred assets, and protection of the family from further intimidation, they told the president. Later on Friday, Rigathi pushed back, saying it was all a ploy by Dr. Ruto to besmirch his name, pointing to the president's recent comments on the matter. Can we play that video, please, for Gachagua again? There is a video for the Gachagua. Let us play it again because there are so many people of the internet that were not there when we played it first.
The late Ruto Gachagua died in the year 2017. He left a will. That will is studied at the Kenya School of Law as the most advanced will ever done in the Republic of Kenya that has taken care of everybody.
So you can get a copy of it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
The late Gachagua left he wrote a will and gave his property to everybody. Not his wife or children alone. He gave his wife, 2 of them, and his children, 4 of them. He had other women in his life. He included them, 2 of them, and their children. He left a piece of his wealth to all his brothers and sisters. A total of 21 beneficiaries. He left a will and said all his properties should be sold and the proceeds distributed to the beneficiaries in a formula that he put down in his will. Some were getting 10%, others 5%, others 2%, others 3%. He left 3 executors, his lawyer, Joroge Regero, his longtime friend, Mwai Mathenge, and Rigathi Gachagua, his brother, as executors, with instructions to sell all his properties, pay his death, and the balance distribute to the 21.
Yeah, so obviously, he said, he also said that I'm a popular leader and Kenyans must trust me. He wants to destroy my character and my integrity so that Kenyans stop listening to me. He has sent DCI to try look for crimes I've committed in Kenya. There is nothing. So he has now gone to family to tell them, come here, we can help you. All the things that were sold by the estate, you'll recover. So this is the issue. Gachagua actually says that the issue of the late Gachagua was concluded. The estate has been distributed. It's over. It's a closed matter. There is nothing remaining. Everything has been sold and everybody has been given money. All of them have received. Nobody has ever complained. It is now 9 years since he died. Why has this matter all of a sudden come out? Yeah. So, but the question I want to ask first, because I think there is a lot of dishonesty on the side of the children, because when all these things were happening, they received their monies, they received everything that was owed to them according to the will, and they never complained.
In fact, it was not just receiving. Before you even make any distribution, you have to go to court for everyone to agree on the particulars of that will. So all the children, all the beneficiaries, 29 of them, went to court and they all agreed that they are very okay with that particular will. There was no contention. There was nobody who was contending anything. So they already agreed about 10 years ago for that particular will. So that becomes the problem right now.
Yeah. But do you think that why the president really? Because this stinks. Why would they run to the president? Why don't they go to court?
And that is the biggest question we are asking with this particular matter. Number one, first of all, the justification for going to the president and calling the DCI to investigate on this matter is because fraud also has criminal nature in it. It is not just about a civil nature. Whenever you forge any particular document, including a will itself, it can be deemed as fraud under the penal code. So that is the reason why this family of Gachagua went to the president to make a special request to have investigating agencies such as the DCI to investigate whether fraud happened so that they can take criminal action against Gachagua.
Why don't they just petition the court?
And exactly.
This investigation.
So we have not seen the family of Gachagua petition to the High Court on trying to challenge this will, because they know the legal implications of anyone trying to challenge this will. Because if they went to court today, the family, and it is found out that there is no forgery or there is no fraud on this particular will, all of them would lose the estate that they gained from the Ruto because of that no contest clause that provided that any beneficiary who went to court to challenge this will forfeit and lose their entire
they have already
inheritance.
pocketed it. Perhaps they have squandered it, and that's why they're coming out to look for more.
And
because Gachagua is saying when we sold Olive Garden, the ones for 10% got 50 million. The ones for 5% got 25 million. Okay? They will be embarrassed when these documents come out into the public. That's what Gachagua is saying.
So that is what they are doing right now. They cannot go to court because of the legal complexities that might actually follow if they lose that particular matter. So what they are doing is they are only focusing on the criminal nature of this particular estate. So they only decide to call for the criminal investigation of Gachagua as a way of trying to frustrate Gachagua. You know the problem with these wills, particularly, I'm not profiling a region, but particularly from Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
In fact, most lawyers make succession money, or most lawyers make money from succession from people who are from the mountain region. Because one way or another, people from the mountain never seem to agree when it comes to succession. In Nyanza, it is easier. But most of the cases we are handling as lawyers always come from Mount Kenya region. They never seem to agree. Because these people, they're always very friendly before somebody dies. There's nothing wrong happening in the family. But immediately the owner of the estate dies, that is when the feud begins. Despite the existence of a will, most of them will try and challenge that will.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a family whereby there's nothing has been wrong for quite some time, or a lot for all these years. But now they wake up and they say that we feel that we should have gotten more as the sibling or the widow to Ruto. But that is the problem with most of these wills that we're having with this Mount Kenya region.
Yeah.
And one thing that is quite obvious is that I would love to also agree, this is a way that Ruto is trying to get into Gachagua. Because Gachagua has also had a significant, in fact, Gachagua has alluded that most of the wealth that he has gotten has been from his brother and also doing business with his brother. And that seems like a legitimate manner of acquiring wealth. As a bona fide inheritor, he would say, I got this particular money from my brother, invested and did all these things. So Gachagua has always talked about benefiting his inheritance or getting his wealth from his brother. So they're trying to come after his wealth, and they would deem it. In fact, when you deem something as fraud, number one, it is always accompanied by money laundering charges.
Yeah.
And whenever you have money laundering charges, they involve the asset recovery agency who come and they freeze your particular wealth. So we're talking about Gachagua being limited when it comes to resources. As this is one of the things that has propelled him into the Kenyan politics. He has had all the resources to hold rallies, hold a party, call for media address. So this is a way that the president is trying to get into Gachagua and try to decapitate him when it comes to resources, because it seems like a very legitimate way. If they have criminal charges in court, they freeze his assets over fraud and allegation. He might be incapacitated in terms of resources when it comes to 2027.
Yeah, I think this move by Ruto is very unfortunate. I don't fully agree with it. I'm not the biggest supporter of Gachagua.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I think at some point the president is stooping too low in this matter. Because even Gachagua is saying that if there was a problem with the family estate, you go to court. You don't go to William Ruto.
In fact, go and petition it to court, because this is a civil matter. In fact, issues to do with succession when it comes to forgery and fraud, the best way to handle it is on civil claims, not criminal intent.
And I think Gachagua rightly tells him he's not a member of our family, is also not the chief of this area. When you have a problem and you have no money to go to court, you go to the chief. If you have money, you go to court. This matter was concluded in court by consent. All right. So in the letter, They alleged that there have been irregular transfer of assets through intimidation, manipulation, and underhand methods. There have been relentless efforts to disinherit the immediate family by procuring irregular transfers of assets, using proxies to defraud the estate, and forcefully acquiring property that rightfully belongs to our family. So this is the problem that I'm having about this thing. I don't know what. Somebody's saying here something here that's very interesting. Actually, Gachagua, he's saying that I hear one of the ladies has been promised some business opportunities. I hear they were also given some little money, which is okay because I don't have money to give them. If they wanted to challenge the way they should have challenged it, but they didn't, and they were given the opportunity in court before a judge. The judge asked, so and so, are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Yes. So and so, are you satisfied? Yes. They should shut up and shut up forever. That is Gachagua saying. And I think it is going back to family. I think there is a way family should actually work, because I think that the biggest protector of this family is none other than Gachagua. It would be a shame if Gachagua tried to shortchange them. But I also think that I smell a rat in the way the sisters are going about this issue. Because why is it that some other members, the wives are not speaking, are they?
They're not speaking, the other members. It is the widow. It is particularly the widow who has come out to challenge that will. And just like you've stated it, I think that is what Ruto did.
Yeah.
Ruto just looked at what is the best way to come after Gachagua. Maybe he has tried to do investigation and see, is there any particular loan that he has that we might frustrate him with? Is there any particular corruption scandal that he has? And it seems like I would not say that Gachagua is not corrupt. Maybe they could not be able to find. So what they did, they went to the family or the widow or one particular person who was a beneficiary who was not in good terms with Gachagua. And I believe it is the widow. So what they did, they approached her and maybe they gave her an opportunity and said that maybe we would give you this amount of money, would they give you this amount of opportunity, but you have to guarantee to us that you are going to help us in challenging this will that Gachagua was at the center point of everything.
Yeah.
So that agreement gives them a leeway to have a justification, because now it will look like it is not Ruto who's going after Gachagua. It will look like it is the widow who feels like Gachagua was a fraudulent mastermind in creation of the will. So what they do, they have her as a party in making the criminal complaint. After making the criminal complaint, they freeze the assets of Gachagua. Maybe all of them. And what happens? It becomes another ordeal for Gachagua to be focusing on, rather than the insults that he's throwing at the president.
Yeah,
Masikio, Masikio and all that. And it seems like the family has accepted to do that because they have written a request letter to the DCI officers, and I believe it is the Attorney General, to investigate into that matter.
Yeah.
So that is the most sinister thing about this whole particular issue.
Yeah, Mr. Runo is saying, Jagero, that will had an intimidating forfeiture clause. How can you call the children dishonest, especially knowing the kind of person Gachagua is? You people, yawa.
In fact, when I read the will, and I read, we have this as a locus classica in School of Law, the Nderitus will. So, first of all, if you read the will, the first thing that you take out of it is the fact that
but I couldn't find the will. Where is it?
It is there. It is just not maybe publicly available, but most students have gotten a hand over the will. One of the things that you take out of it is that inclusivity. And I believe if there was any attempt to forge this will, then they would have never thought of involving over 29 beneficiaries. That is the first thing you should take out of this will. If there was someone who had the intention of forging the will or taking over the estate of Ruto, there would have been no inclusivity of over 29 beneficiaries. That's number one. Number two, there was a sense of proportionality, whereby we are seeing a certain sense of equity. We are having 5% to this particular child, 4%, 6%. That was the range that was there. So there was a sense of Ruto himself wanting everyone to benefit from this vast estate. But apart from that, the thing that also this will is also praised for is the fact that they ordered for the liquidation of all assets. In fact, most people have asked me, why is it that before Ndiritu died or while drafting the will, he explicitly provided that every asset and every estate to be sold and to be liquidated. Liquidated means that it has to be in cash. In short, he just stated that if there is Vipingo Beach Resort, you cannot inherit it directly and own the title of that land. What must happen first is for the land to be sold and the cash proceed to be all gotten together and to be equally distributed according to the proportionate percentage that was provided in the will. Why do you think that he called for the liquidation instead of just directly having them benefit from it?
Yeah, because perhaps one property would not amount to a percentage that he's looking at.
In fact, one of the reasons, they are not even legal reasons. In fact, there are justification to protect most of these beneficiaries. And one of the reasons is the minimization of litigation. You know, when you own, let's say, Vipingo Ridge, and you benefit from it directly, there are going to be litigation issues. Number one is with the management of that particular property.
Okay.
Number two is the ownership, co-ownership. Remember that this Vipingo Ridge, nobody could own the entire Vipingo Ridge. They needed a certain small percentage of money to be equally distributed to these particular family members. Yeah. So if you had about 3 beneficiaries being told that you now own this particular property, most of these people would be fighting because it is co-ownership. Let's say you are having Ndiritu Junior and Ndiritu this. This is your Vipingo Ridge. What will happen? There will be squabbling. There will be fighting. There will be litigation or management issues between these siblings. Who is supposed to manage this? Who is supposed to manage this?
One will start saying, okay, come and leave you. Let's sell it.
Let's sell it. But the other one is saying, no, we need to hold into this property. We need to invest into this property.
Yeah.
So what is that? And he's not doing it, but he's a shareholder. So Ndiritu oversaw that, and he said that instead of having my beneficiaries owning a same plot of land, let me just sell it and put all this cash together so that these two people never meet again. You take your 100 million shillings, another 100 million shillings, and you go and invest it into another thing.
Yeah.
But also the most important thing was on market efficiency. The moment you give these assets to these individuals and they are now supposed to be looking for buyers, it brings a problem of them getting the best market value for these particular properties. Maybe there be someone who's interested in the property, they don't do the correct evaluation of the property. So the good thing was to have the administrators do the entire process, evaluation, getting the best buyers. The administrators
are the same as the executioners?
Yes, the executioners. All these administrators looking for the best buyers. In fact, the one who would bid the best price.
Are the people that are involved in the will, are they supposed to be taking part in how these things are sold?
They are supposed to be taking part, but they are not the ones who are supposed to be involved in the selling of the property. What happens with the executioners or maybe the administrators is they only hold it in trust. And trust is a very complex word in law. Trust just means that I am supposed to, out of good faith, manage this property, and out of good faith, get the best price for you. So the person involved in selling the land is not the beneficiary.
But do we have any guardrails on good faith?
Yes, there is.
What is good faith?
There is good faith. If you see that maybe the administrator of the property wants to sell a property at a very undervalued price.
So good faith meaning that we have to get good valuers.
Yes, you have to get good valuers. In case there is any management of the property cash, you are not supposed to use it as an administrator. You are supposed to be remitting it to the beneficiaries. So remember, if you're having
the family members have no qualms with how all this was done.
All this was done very smoothly. In fact, the buyers were gotten in a few months. Everybody got their money. No contention has ever happened with that particular estate. So those were the reasons why I don't feel like this was a very fraudulent will.
Yeah. So Dennis Kamau is saying Karume, Kirima, Mishuki families have real disputes. Why can't he direct his energies there? Why to Gachagua? And then he's saying, Mr. These some names are very difficult to pronounce, bro. S. Nyagon, I think that's the word. The name. The door to the court is locked since they will forfeit their portion.
Yeah.
Dennis Kamau is saying Kasongo is in the ropes according to the boxing terms. He's clutching at straws. Leo nimepata political headache live. Ayango gweno nyasachiel. Thank you very much. Mr. Kevin Awanga is saying Ruto is just being petty. I expect him to talk about what he achieved. Shah is not working. It is in Singapore just an illusion. Public manager is saying, Jagero, are you aware that the late Ndiritu Gashagua's son is serving a jail term at Manyani prisons because of the injustices that were committed to their family by Rigathi Gachagua? Is that true?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. Why don't you explain to us a little bit more, Mr. Public Image, so that we are in the know? Ida Baraki saying Ruto anafaa andike will yake. Wone ile ukoraita kwa hapo.
If Ruto writes his will, he might write himself to be the benefactor of that will. He might think that when he goes to hell, he will take all this land that he's stealing from Kenyans.
That's not nice.
So
bro.
I think that way. So I don't know why Ruto is focusing on the will of a private family instead of focusing on issues of the country.
Yeah.
He should start writing his will. Because by 2027 people might hang him publicly.
Kutetea Rigiji naye ni ngumu. Anangangana na ngori yake. Angangana na ngori yake. Ruto alifanya mzuri kumtoa. Sahi sasa ni Samson Otieno, I don't want to. Mari is saying, Jagero sir, send us your M-Pesa name and number. We support you from diaspora. We love you, but I'm missing Odhiambo too much. You are missing Odhiambo? Okay. Can you put my... This lady specifically needs to send me money. She wants to send us money to buy some of the things that we are having. By the way, there are so many things that we are having. You know, right now we cannot have like seven visitors on set because we don't have. There is something that people of the internet need to buy for me. It's $1,800, about 200 and something thousand. That connects this thing. What are they called? The USB that goes to the cameras. Yeah, so our number is on the screen. Don't put it too long, bwana. For too long, bwana. Tutaki kaa kama watu wenye hawana baba na mama.
Beggars. They look
weka tu pap. Aya bwana. Unajua
anaweka for 30 minutes.
Unajua we are news bwana. Hauko sechi.
Anaweka for 30 minutes.
Kama watu wamekataa kununua zizi zonunua. Okay. Dagero wapi super chat. I don't know what this guy is very smart. Yes, William Okeno, the guy is saying that you're very smart. Chana nywele.
Jagero catches me off guard sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to come on the podcast. Jagero ananipigia ananiambia uko wapi? And I'm probably on a date. So that nywele sijachana.
Kuna date hapa Nairobi siku hizi. So my M-Pesa number is 0721-168-693. On that number, you can also send us a voice note on issues that are emerging so that we can play them during our live podcast. That would be very nice. The M-Pesa till number is there. The number is 0721-168-690. Kwanza hao wasichana wangu wako diaspora wameniacha tu, wamenitupa tu. Wanataka tu niongee nao kwa WhatsApp mara mingi. Pesa kuna hii. Bwana natoa pesa kwa wanawake ni sana bwana. Mimi nachanganga vile jinsi wanatoanga. Gachagua is a new syllable, but that we never saw coming. Love him or hate him, he's a catalyst for the new coming Kenya. Okay, Haida is saying, do you know how long ago that episode was even done? You started watching because of politics. The guy just started doing politics the other day. Okay, great. Super chat. Tutaweka super chat. Okay, but Ruto is guilty as Gachagua is very cunning. Anajua what happened. He helped Gachagua. Jagero, you said we will be calling live. Sasa Daniel is saying we will be calling live. We don't. Hatuna mitambo ya kucall live. Wameona vile nimefanya hiyo ujinga ya kucall mtu namna hiyo. Yeah. Okay, so
we'll turn to Radio Jambo. Which station is this that calls lawyers? Ushago.
Okay, some people are also even sending me stuff on. Mtu amenitumia mavitu. Wa. This talking stage between Sifuna and Gen Z is very interesting. I think everybody is just waiting for the other to declare their stance. Sifuna wants to be. That is Lawyer Muriuki. A lawyer, I have his number, but I don't remember when we met. I don't know a Lawyer Muriuki, but his name comes up as Lawyer Muriuki. I don't know where we met Lawyer Muriuki. If you're listening, I remember. I met him just the other day at the at Valley Arcade. He was taking coffee, and I was also taking coffee. And came to me.
Okay.
So he's saying that Jagero, this is Rikiji's response to his impeachment motion. Volume response, report of the joint executioners. Report of the joint executioners. Okay. There is a report, bro. This is interesting. Can we read that report?
Somebody sent you the report.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wakenya wachezi bwana. Report of the joint executioners of will. Okay, this is here. Should I send it to you so that you have a look at it?
Send it to me.
Oh, with all the monies.
Oh,
With all the monies, bro.
in fact, we should have.
But are we supposed to read it online?
Yeah,
Are we?
we can. I don't think it's prejudicial to them because it was already distributed. Even though it might seem like a personal document in a way. But we already have the records of that particular estate. It is the locus classica.
I'm not sure if we are supposed to read this online. Let me just send it to you. You have a look at it as a lawyer.
Send it to me. In fact,
Adrian, because I'm not
send
sure
it to me because
I'm not sure
I'm
if you're
still
supposed
studying.
to. People of the internet, you are also lawyers. Please tell us if this report can be read online, because we might. Mimi sina pesa bwana. Kama nashumbuka kuchukua mic. If Gachagua goes after me, bwana, kwisha mimi.
No, I think the report serves Gachagua most. In fact, if you talk about the report, it will work in his favor because it is a very good will. It's a very good report. So I don't think it is. It is.
Good evening, Jagero. Watching from 49, County Hanover, Germany. County 49, okay. Tell Adrian achana na Waluya. Waluya wamefanya nini?
Waluya na kupiga radio jambo.
Nice job, Jagero. Watching from Thika. Samson Tino mkiambiwa amna. Have you seen it? I sent it to you.
No. My phone was at 1%.
Your phone was at 1%.
Yes, that's the
But
problem.
I think I have WhatsApp here. Let me open it for you on this thing.
Okay.
I think it is here. Let me have a look. I think I can open it actually here. Hoping that. We are still waiting for. There we go. Adrian will watch.
Mike is.
Huh? Wachana na hiyo mic bwana. Hiyo mic si mwanamke unagusa bwana. Unaona gani wewe? Ndio hiyo.
I've seen like it's cut. You should look into it.
Have a look at it. Can we actually read that online? I'm not
27.
sure.
Is this really a oh?
Yeah. Can we really read that online?
Madenge. No, this has no problem.
Huh?
This one has no problem. No, this report. Joint executors of the will. This is dated 27th of June.
Yeah, 2024.
2024. Okay. And there's no problem. In fact, this is what is publicly available on the estate of Gachagua. This is what we learn even in KSL.
Oh, okay. So this is very interesting because Susan Kirigo, who is now petitioning the president, got a total of 64 million. You can see the totals on the other side.
I can see it.
64
million.
Wanjira actually also got the same amount, 64 million. Okay? Kenneth Gachagua got 64 million. Jason Kariuki got 64 million. All right? Then the 5% people, Martha Kirigo. Susan Kirigo is the wife.
Yes.
I imagine. Mercy Wanjira is also the wife.
I wish we knew who are these people particularly. Because
Dorcas Rigathi is who?
the wife to Rigathi Gachagua is Dorcas.
Really?
Yes.
Was given 32 million.
Yes.
Bro.
Wait. What number is Dorcas Rigathi? What
She's
number?
just down there.
Which, like, can I see her?
What do you mean, can you see her?
Oh,
It's
like,
there on the
I've
document.
seen it. 2%. She got to. Ooh. No, she got 12 million.
She got 12 million.
Not 32 million. Eva Mukami got 32 million. Dorcas Rigathi got 12 million.
Okay, and Rigathi Gachagua got how much? Rigathi Gachagua is right there.
Rigathi Gachagua got 32 million. But, wait a minute. Are you able to Google for me? Are we able to know who is Martha Kirigo?
But administration and taxes were 71 million.
That's why I tell you, lawyers.
Lawyers got more than everybody. How is that possible?
Because
How did lawyers get more than everybody?
we are professionals.
Professionals on what? Kwani, what profession are you talking about?
That is what you
the
do.
Shylocking.
No, that is our cut. But it is not also particularly on lawyers. We also have administrators. We also have taxes. There is inheritance tax that you don't also talk about. So 71 million is a fair amount for such an estate.
No, but
Lawyers earn even more than that. So I have a problem with this estate of Gachagua. Why is it that Gachagua got 32 million and there are other children who are getting far less than that? Why is the brother pocketing about 32 million from this? Because the highest earner here is 64 million, right?
those are the wives.
Those are the wives. I believe are
And
the
there is
wives.
a
In
Kenneth
fact, what you should do, I hope my phone was on. Can you Google the
But you can Google there. Kwani hujui hiyo kitu iko na internet?
No. I don't want to disrupt these documents. Let me look. I hope I can have the time, okay?
Yeah.
So let me just tell
Okay,
you.
somebody is saying that Kirigo is Gashagua's mom, so anyone with
In
Kirigo
fact,
is Deritu's
if someone
daughter.
can tell me
Okay.
the list of all the wives. The wives of Ndiritu Gachagua.
Hey, kwani how rich was this guy? He's called Jackson Deritu to be specific. The information is out there. Kirigo is Gashagua's mom, so anyone with Kirigo is Deritu's daughter. Okay.
List the wives of Ndiritu Gachagua.
People of the internet, help me get a job. Mimi hata sina kazi. Sasa nikusaidia aje? Mimi sina kazi. Mimi ni mtu wa go there. Come here. I'm doing a Tumbi's job.
I hope you have internet.
The internet is there. Kwani tunaspeperusha na nini, bro? There are so many.
It's loading so slow.
Okay.
It's loading so slow, but
This is
Can
shared.
you-
Is shared in a. We can't go on reading this document.
no.
Because he's saying this is shared in absolute. No, we can't keep reading this document.
The will, has Gachagua told you that the will is available? That particular will
Okay.
already states you cannot have a will that does not tell you this is the particular percentage you're supposed to be taking. So that particular
But does
percentage,
it say the entire amount?
it cannot say the entire amount because the properties were supposed to be liquidated.
Okay.
And a report was supposed to be given. So that report, there is no problem. It does not prejudice them in any particular way.
Okay.
Yes? It doesn't. In fact, it is the best reason for transparency in case Gachagua wants to convince the country.
Okay.
Okay, there's no internet in here, as you were saying.
There is internet, but we are live
No. I mean from this device.
from this device. There is also the final response here. This. This is regarding Gashagua's response. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's forget about this document because I don't feel when people give me a document they have just told me that this is absolute in confidence, so I don't think we should go ahead. Let's forget about that document. I think we will talk about it later. All right. There is a lady who is shouting from the United States, Doro Kega, shouting from the United States. Sifuna should simply join hands with Matiang'i. The Gen Zs called and chose him, and they also like Sifuna. That will be a very concentrated and perfect ticket. Huyu ni mrembo warembo wa Matiang'i wanakuanga na kelele.
Sana.
Yeah, so that is the issue there. So I think we can forget about that now, Mister. I want that when people give me things in confidence, they remain in confidence because this is journalistic. So you as a lawyer cannot. I know you are a rogue, but let's forget about
I'm a very principled lawyer. Don't worry. I don't steal from clients.
Yeah, Gen Z. Gen Z, why do you discuss when smoking bang and talking to girls?
It seems every Gen Z smokes weed.
Nderitu Gachagua also has. What we can actually talk about is very interesting. That he got a lot more money, and I think that is I don't see. And he was getting this money when he was the vice president.
In fact, the most important thing, vice president.
Was it the vice president when he was getting this money? No.
Who? Gachagua?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Gachagua has been vice president. Come on. Where?
Deputy.
No, I believe it was MP. At the time, it was the MP.
At the time, it was the MP.
Yeah. So what critically needs to be known? In fact, it would have been better if we would have gotten this report earlier. We need to know what is the relation of these people, because definitely when it comes to estate distribution, it is inconceivable for you to say that your brother gets more than your child or your brother. It is improportionate. It might be your wish because we don't know the relation, but it becomes questionable when your brother is getting more than your wife.
Yeah, I think
or your brother is getting more than your child. So there are questions to this particular report of the will. Why is it that Rigathi Gachagua is getting 32 million while other siblings are getting far less than that? And also, why is it that Dorcas Rigathi is getting a whole 12 million when there are other siblings or children who are getting far less than that?
Which siblings are getting far less than that?
There are children here, because that is why I told you that we need
children from the concubines,
from the baby mamas and the women. Because for me, I don't believe that your child should be getting less than your brother
or your brother's wife.
Absolutely, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't. So maybe this report could be pointing out something. But I'll also go look at the report and find out the relation of all these individuals.
Because I don't understand how Nderitu can actually sit down. But you never know how much the sister-in-law has been of help to her.
Or maybe the brother.
To him, right.
Or maybe the brother, yes.
And probably they were doing business together and he decided to put some of them in a will. I don't know. It does not make sense, but I think it is only... Do you think that this was a fraudulent will?
I would not say it's a fraudulent will. Not because I know the particulars of how the will was conducted. Because the only way you can arrive and say that this is a fraudulent will is when there are elements of fraud that has to be proven in the law of succession. That has to show that maybe there's a witness there, incapacitation of the maker of the will. But the problem is, the thing that makes me say it's not a fraudulent will is how it has achieved inclusivity. Because all these 29 beneficiaries, there is a proportionate way that these people have earned money from this beneficiary. That is not quite contentious. Because if you look at the wives, and I'll assume that these are the wives, Susan, Mercy, or maybe even Jason, most of these people have earned a significant amount of money, 64 million. Then we look at maybe the brothers. We see here 32 million. And we are seeing even the children, 15 million. There is a certain sense of proportionality in how most of these people have earned. So it makes you believe that Nderitu really wanted everyone in the family to benefit from this estate. Okay? Are you seeing it? And the fact that that will was carefully crafted to prevent any sort of family dispute might actually show you that Nderitu did not want any form of family dispute arising from the distribution of his estate. And that is why we talk about this will every day, because we have not seen so many wills that puts out a no contest clause.
Somebody is actually saying that Dorcas was the one taking care of the man when he was sick.
Okay.
Then somebody is also saying that Rigathi was trusted by Nderitu that he was managing Nyeri County for 2 years when his brother was sickly. Okay, so there are people know what was happening in this family. Because probably the children from the concubines, I don't want to call them concubines. What should we call them?
Baby mamas.
Baby mamas, yeah. From the baby mamas they were probably not really much in the life of this gentleman. So I think that is the issue that is going on there. I think we should stop the podcast now. I think we have really answered the questions. We have read what the people are doing. Somebody is asking that tomorrow, people of the internet, we must talk about Linda Mwananchi and see what exactly is going on at the coast. So I think we will be having it live, right? We'll be having it live from Mombasa, and then in the evening, promise the people of the internet that you'll be here to discuss this tomorrow.
If you tell me earlier, don't ambush me like today.
Jagero should start wearing suits more often, including I cannot wear suits at DWJ. I cannot wear suits at DWJ. People of the internet, I said that each and every podcast will have its own look and feel. So DWJ is me being Jagero with the beard, looking Congolese and looking Nigerian, looking like every woman loves me. Here, I'm your daddy. I am doing political things. That is why I'm in this one. And then in my other podcast where we talk about soccer, I'm always in a jersey. So that is the thing. But thank you very much for making me, this tie. I don't know where did I buy this tie? This tie was very expensive.
How much?
This tie was 13,000.
That must be a lie.
It's not a lie. It's a Gucci tie, bro. 13,000. This is my first tie, the only tie before I bought any. I had this for a long time.
Did you buy it with a suit?
No.
You can't just buy a tie without a suit.
It was. Kwani how much is $90? 13,000. Kwani wewe unafikiria mimi
I'm the one who puts suits. I'm the expert here.
Mimi ni mtoto kama wewe. Mimi na hii unaona ni ngapi? Hebu soma.
Tell me his figure.
Tell me what?
Tell me that's a good suit.
Yeah.
An expensive one.
Don't joke. And the shirt is Kelvin.
I doubt.
Kelvin something. Kelvin Klein. So people of the internet, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you here. And thank you for always gathering what I call this duel. Duel in Luo means the fireplace. So this is our fireplace where we gather every evening and we talk about the politics of our country. And from the bottommost part of my heart, this project, this channel has grown courtesy of you and no one else. This channel has grown courtesy of the people like Adrian that come here and give their honest opinion. So please, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit on that notification channel. The reason why the live is coming and you don't know is because you are not being notified. So there is an alarm. Alarm is a bell. You hit it so that when we are having a live, you'll be notified on email and on your notifications. So do that. Follow us on the internet, please, if you can. All the places where you get your social media dose, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, we are all there. Please don't forget to send me money. My number is 0721-168-693. All my if you want us to buy a mic and other great things that is happening here. Until another episode, people of the internet, thank you very much and goodbye for now.
Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thank you.